There are three things I've been doing very recently to get my music and beats out there. I'm talking placement, I'm talking streams on Spotify, I'm talking making money. Let's get into it. Number one, and by far one of my favorite things I've been doing recently, is collabing with artists on Spotify. Oftentimes, instead of selling beats now, I'm actually suggesting that me and an artist co-release on a song, which means what? My name and their name is also on the song. So I have my own Spotify page where people can actually go to and listen to all the songs I've produced, and I'm getting royalties on that song. So as you can see on Spotify, I've been averaging probably well over 25,000 streams a day over the last month. Now let's do some quick math. If each 1,000 streams is worth, on the low end, $3, 25 times 3, $75 times 365 days a year, that's $27,000 a year. Now, as a producer, let's say I own 38% of those royalties. I'll make an extra $10,000 a year just by putting music out and collabing on Spotify. Having a lot of following on places like Spotify gives you a lot more leverage as a producer. When you are putting out songs, you prove that your beats get streams. People actually listen to the songs that your beats are made with. That gives you more leverage. You can be like, you want to co-release on this? Look, we'll put this song out. My songs get streams. They're proven to get streams. Maybe it gives you more incentive to make your beat prices a little bit higher, things like that. But collabing with artists that have audiences or have fan bases or who are willing to promote their songs is a great way to get your music out there, build your brand on a place where people, that's all they're there for, is listening to music, right? That's what Spotify is for. Versus like an Instagram, a TikTok, everyone's there to just watch stuff. On Spotify, people are there to listen to music. Start collabing on Spotify with artists. Put music out as a producer. Build your brand as a producer. Trust me, do it. It'll help you in the long run, I promise. Also, I say this a lot, but it's very important to remember that songs are one of the greatest assets you can own. As long as a song you make is getting listened to and you own percentages of the royalties, that's gonna make you passive money forever. So the more songs you put out, the more streams you get, the more money you make. It's a very great thing. So remember that, like I said, put out music as a producer. Now to the second thing I've been doing to get my music out there. We talked about collabing with artists, but how do I get in contact with some of these artists? I wanna work with bigger artists, artists that have fan bases, right? I've actually been using a website called United Market to help with this. United Market is like a virtual A&R. They have all of these opportunities to directly work with artists and labels. A lot of times you'll upload a beat and hope that an artist find it, and then hope that an artist will actually contact you about the beat. You may never discover who the artist is, even after they buy your beat. I also love this website because there's actually good opportunities on there. There's an opportunity on there to work with Rich Homie Quan, 2 million monthly listeners, to work with Black, 16 million monthly listeners. Getting my beats heard by one of them and possibly getting a song with one of them would be like a life-changing experience. It would be very beneficial, especially if you're trying to get your name out there. So when you go to submit for one of these opportunities, I'm gonna go and submit for the Black opportunity right now because I actually think I have perfect beats for that. So obviously you would add your file name and then you can actually add your own publishing split. What do you think you're worth? A lot of times I think producers are worth 50% of the publishing. Is this a collaboration on this beat? No. You can select the vibe or the tone of the beat. Does it contain a sample? And this is what I also love. You can actually pick the price of your exclusive, right? So you can kind of change your exclusive price from artist to artist. What do you think that specific beat is worth? I think that's really great. I just think this is another way to get your beats out there, get your music out there. As a producer, we want to make songs, right? And this directly correlates to the first tip that I gave of just working with artists. You got to go out and find those artists first and find opportunities with those artists. United Market is a great way to do that. So 1 and 2 kind of pair together. We're producers. We're here to make songs, not just beats. So obviously, I've told you guys too many times that you need to start posting content, but I wanted to show you guys a couple interesting strategies that I've seen on social media that have really helped people get their music out there. So one example of content I've been seeing that has actually been very beneficial to some people, especially in the lo-fi space, is they'll just be like, I'm posting my sad lo-fi beats until I have 1 million people following me or something like that. I'll flash some examples on the screen, but stuff like that where you're just kind of like, hey, I'm posting my music and hoping it finds the people that like it. If it's great music, it'll connect with people, I promise. Something else I've recently saw, I think this guy is amazing. He actually does cinematic remixes of songs. So if you think you're a great producer and you're like, oh, I have all this skill as production, doing remixes is a great way to get your name out there. Obviously, you can't use certain songs to like make money, but it's a great way to get your music out there, get your name out there. If you're good at that, try that out for a couple days, weeks, months, and see how it goes. I've seen people do a lot of crazy things with doing remixes. There was a guy a while back that used to do like R&B remixes to songs, and that dude now has almost 3 million monthly listeners putting out his own music. He went viral making remixes, but turned it into a business once he got the credibility and recognition. And the last thing I'm going to say to you guys about getting your music out there, follow trends. I posted a video today that actually performed really well, and I got that idea from somebody else who was kind of doing like more R&B stuff and like singing, but that style of content, the way it was formatted, was really, really good. I really liked that idea. I actually have a social media course you guys can check out in the link below if you think that would be interesting to you, how I film stuff and things like that. Follow trends. If you see something that's working for somebody, try it out for a couple days, right? There's so many different kinds of content that people are making. Be studious, look around, see what they're doing, emulate it into your own work, go from there. I'm out of breath. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. Peace. Bottom line, post content, people. I swear. I couldn't say it more. Just keep posting.